the second one. Sorry, it's alright. What's going on there, B?
I was just saying.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Karen was visiting. Because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't actually the mic, and it was this.
Karen.
Yeah, the mic noise.
Oh. Oh, I see.
How did you end up serving on a
She's
Hawaiian
not.
ship?
I enlisted right out of med school.
See, she looks
Earth
young!
always seemed boring.
She does look really young.
Too safe. Too secure.
Maybe that'll change in
figured
the other
the
games. There's only like a
colonies
couple of years
so
difference
she could
between...
venture. I wanted
games.
to travel the stars.
Like, you can
tend
tell
the
she's
wounds
older
of
than
soldiers
Ashley,
with
but
piercing
she
eyes,
does look
sensitive
really young.
souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Is the camera in the way? Like, are you able to see?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
You can see her face.
Sometimes I think about
Should
opening
I
a private
make it
practice
smaller,
back
the
on
camera?
Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the
Because
new
then I
med
gotta fuck
centers
with
out
it
in the
later.
colonies. But there's something
Just fucking
special
grab the
about
edge and
working on
move it.
soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was
I
abandoned.
bet you it is. It's just the banner that's gonna be different around the camera.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I should go. The classic line.
Mm.
If there's anything I can look at back here.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
You just not want to talk to me?
Glad to see you're okay,
You don't.
Commander.
Wow. He's like, eat shit, Commander.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Norman to get the doctor.
Shit on guy.
Let's talk with Ashley.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what
Jenkins the one
happened.
that, like,
If Jenkins was still alive,
protected her
I
kind of
might
thing?
not be here.
No, Jenkins, he landed with us, and we were going around a corner, and they were doing like cover to cover kind of thing. When he was going from cover to cover, some Geth robot things came around the corner and shot him. So he died before we even met Ashley.
You're a good soldier, Williams.
So,
You belong on the Normandy.
You were the one who
Thanks,
actually
Commander.
took
That means
like,
a lot from you. I've never met
blast.
anyone
Yeah.
who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Which, if he hadn't taken that blast, the games would never happen. Because the whole reason the games get set in motion is because he took it.
Right.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians.
She's
But
got
things
a
would've
little
been
bit of a
lot worse
squinty
if you
eye
hadn't
right now.
shown up.
A little bit. Yeah, well,
Her eyes get a little weird.
she got intense smoky eye, alright?
Yeah. Let's go
Couldn't
with
have done
that.
it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to
She could be
admit,
part
I
fish,
was a
too.
little worried about being assigned to the Normandy.
Yeah.
It's
Her
nice
face
that someone
is
makes you
weird.
feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
I think you're gonna fit in there just fine, Commander.
I think she's probably the first and maybe only one. That looks weird. He doesn't do sing mode.
No, unfortunately.
So I will give you those points back.
But most of that stuff is for Tiggs.
The only one that he will do.
Now, Caitlin.
What?
This is Mass Effect.
I'm glad you're okay.
Would you do funny voice right now?
Losing Jenkins was hard enough on me.
Why? Why would I do that? Why would I desecrate this game?
Okay, so you won't do funny voice.
I won't do any of them, alright?
Alright.
That would be funny even if no song. You gotta check in when Tiggs is streaming, because she'll do all that stuff.
Most of the time. Unless I'm in, like, a shitty mood.
Then she'll berate you verbally and then tell you to unfollow.
No, I mean shitty mood, like, I'm
Your
putting
timing,
on a
Commander.
fake
I
smile.
was just about to
kind of
bring us
thing.
into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
She
Then-
does
then
a
I'll
pretty
just-
good Vegeta voice.
Then I'll just politely decline and give you your points back. But 90% of the time I will do them.
Or you can save up your points and just have her change hats 8 times.
Yeah. Yeah, I will change my
And
hat.
to do a nail trim. Hey, when you getting off work?
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension. Flagship.
I will
of the
put on a
Citadel fleet.
bajillion
Well,
different
sizes
hats.
and everything.
Why so touchy, Joe?
Wow, this
Just
scene
saying, you
looks
firepower
so
too.
much better.
That does look really
Look
good.
at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance
Oh,
fleet.
he looks really
He's
good.
on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy.
I don't know why, but I thought his name
Stand by for
was
clearance.
Ryder.
Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
3:30. That's not bad.
Depends on when that dog gets picked up, I guess. This is her last one.
Look at the texture on the ship.
That was great.
Oh, new loading screen there.
This is an outrage! The Council would step
This
in if
is
they
an
get attacked a
outrage.
Turian colony?
I think he's
Turians
supposed to
don't
be
found
Indian.
colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems.
Middle Eastern, maybe.
Ambassador.
Humanity was
Is
well
he?
aware of the
Yeah.
risks when you went into the Traverse.
You'll
What
see
about
it.
Saren? You can't just ignore a rule,
Oh.
Inspector. I
Okay,
demand
yeah.
action!
You
Middle
don't get to
Eastern,
make demands of the
I'd
Council,
say.
Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
That's cool. That they incorporated
Captain Anderson,
not only
I
different
see you brought half your crew with
species,
you.
but
Just the
different
ground
races.
team
Well, I
is in
mean,
prime.
if they
In case you
didn't,
had any questions.
like, it would be
I
a problem
have the
from
mission reports.
equal,
I assume
you
they're
know,
accurate.
representation,
They are.
Yeah.
but also
Sounds like you convinced the Council.
they're
to give
members
us
of the
an audience.
Alliance, and the Alliance
would
is
not
every nation
have
on
one.
Earth
Saren's their top
together.
agent. They
So
don't like him being
everybody
accused of
somewhere in the game is represented. Even if they're not in a position of like superpower, like this guy is, who's an ambassador.
Ah. Yeah, and that guy's like a general,
Saren's a threat
right?
to every human
He's a
colony
captain.
out there. If they
He's a
don't stop
captain.
him,
He gets
I
promoted
will.
later on.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Yes, I also dislike politicians, Ashley. Ooh. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Row cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate farther. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Let's see if there's new primary codex. There is.
After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
Ugh.
The Citadel. The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian Hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
Technology.
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
Futurama? I don't know. Who is the voice of the narrator? Let's find out. His name is Neil Ross. He's a voice actor. He's done commercials for Walmart, AT&T, Volkswagen, Coca-Cola, Mattel, Goodyear, Disney, Hoover, Anheuser-Busch. I probably fucking wrecked that. Kellogg's, Southwest Airlines. Futurama. I don't think he was in Futurama. There's another guy named Neil Vicker or Neil Vicker that worked on Futurama. Doesn't say that he did.
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer.
If you want to open it, you can.
The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding.
Crazy?
Areas
How my
that
hair
don't
went
need
from
to be
fucking-
flexible, such as the chest or shins, are reinforced with sheets of lightweight ablative ceramic. The
Oh, I
outer
wonder why
layer
it went like
consists
that.
of automatically
Oh, I know,
generated
but-
kinetic barriers. Objects
crazy
traveling
that
above a
hair
certain
can do that.
speed will trigger the barrier's reflex system and be deflected, provided there is enough energy left in the shield's power cell. Armored hard suits are sealable to protect the wearer from extremes of temperature and atmosphere. Standard equipment includes an onboard mini-frame and a communications, navigation, and sensing suite. The mini-frame is designed to accept and display data from a weapon's smart targeting system to make it easier to locate and eliminate enemies.
Nice. So I've been going through all the primaries to get all the lore out. The secondaries they're not voiced, so I'm not gonna sit here and read through them. Maybe one day. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it now. But that guy has worked on a lot of shit. Hello.
What are they?
These guys are
Hello there,
Elkhorn.
human.
They have
Sincere
no
apology,
sound
but I am
to
here on
their
business
voice.
and
It's
cannot
all
be distracted
monotone.
right now.
Oh.
So these guys, if they want to convey that they're angry, they have to say angrily so that you understand that they're angry. Or sad.
You
something
seem
like that.
distressed. Is there
You-
something
you'll
I can
see.
do to help?
Alarmed
response.
You overheard that, did you? This is
You
all
overheard
going
that,
so
did you?
Yeah, this is all going so wrong.
That's funny. Dude, that's good.
So these guys, when they go to war, they have battle suits that they put on, and they have a link from their brain, a neural link from their brain to their weapon on their back, and it targets.
I was gonna
stuff.
say, does somebody ride them?
No, they do it all themselves. Oops, wrong window. IPA.
Talking about beer?
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
Hi, bud.
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority
Pew, pew.
as a diplomat.
What you doing, man? She's compromised. She has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot.
Oh, I thought he was just showing you. He's just like, over there. I didn't see that he was still talking.
He's talking. It's a keeper.
Ooh.
Nobody knows what they are, per se. When the Asari showed up at the Citadel, these guys were just here, maintaining the Citadel, so...
So they're a Citadelian. What are these little fuckers?
Place, I think.
Oh, are these the ones that are like
next door
the
in
gravity?
large office.
Are these the gravity suit
Yes,
guys?
yes, those are the gravity guys. That's a gravity suit he's got on.
Oh.
Even if he can breathe the atmosphere here, he can't leave his suit or he'll die.
Right, because his
Basically.
organs
Or
will
suffer
just...
severe medical issues.
Right, his organs will just go...
Volus Ambassador, is there something I can do
Weird.
for you?
So his suit, it's a pressure suit, right? Because gravity applies pressure.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door. in his own office.
Your ambassador is next door.
In this
Oh,
shared space,
that
I
makes
aid
sense.
my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
You rolling around. You doing a roll around.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture was born Earth-clad.
So these guys are very good with money and money management systems.
So they run like all the stores pretty much.
Yeah, so they are under the protection of the Turian hierarchy. Because the Turians are not very good at that. So the Turians are like, we have a military, we have a fleet, we can protect you if you supply these services to us.
That makes sense. Give me this BB.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
Ooh, that
came to the city.
The non-emotional guys.
Shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it, we were instrumental in establishing a
I feel like
standardized
the non-emotional guys are Ethan.
We were instrumental to
However,
establishing
despite
a
our long
galactic
association
economy.
with the
So
Ah,
the
okay.
currency that we use in the game, which is called credits.
One world, one order.
We still do
One
not hold a
universe,
seat
one
on the
galaxy.
council.
They all use credit because it's easier. It's a universal standard.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to
Wait, so
increase
what are
status.
the monotone guys
Larger
called?
tribes often engulf
Elcor.
smaller
I'm
ones
gonna
and
start calling
eventually
Ethan
split
that.
again.
Ethan the
Our society
Elcor.
is very malleable.
If
Our
an
government
Elcor,
is always
Elcors can't
shifting
laugh,
and changing.
right? So if they want to say like they're laughing, they
not
go
physically
amused. They can do like they kind of like mimic a laugh, so they go amused, ha ha.
I was gonna say, I feel like they probably would be able to just spell out ha ha. Just ha ha.
What is it you do
ha,
here?
ha.
I look out for the best interests of the Volus.
There's also a jellyfish.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I remember the
They're called the
jellyfish.
Hanar, and they talk. They have an echo in their voice.
Yeah. Isn't there one that's caught like stealing or something?
No, he's not stealing. He's trying to preach about the Protheans, but
Right.
he hasn't bought a fucking
A preaching permit.
a permit to preach, publicly preach.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the council?
All species must prove themselves
Wait, why didn't
before
he
they
just
join the
why
council.
wasn't his race
All but
capitalized?
the Earth-clans, it would seem.
Maybe they just forgot. Dismissive.
Ignore them.
I love it.
He's incorrect in his
I love it.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah,
So-
this talk is wasted on
Somebody
the
was outside
humans.
mocking me.
Yeah. Ethan currently being killed. Why are you killing me?
You seem to have a bit of a chip. on your
So this other Elcor guy that I talked
You
to
humans
about
are
the
new to
Asari
the Citadel,
consort.
and yet the council has granted
So the
you
consort
great
is widely
favor.
considered a whore,
Chastising rebuke
basically.
them.
So
Well, yeah.
people that go to
No
her
species has always been granted
always get
many
like a bad
concessions.
rap. But
Volus
people do go to her
territories
just to
expanded
talk,
tenfold
get something off their
since
chest, and she
Citadel.
keeps it a secret.
Mm-hmm.
They can talk to somebody. They pay her to talk
We
to them.
still have no real say in the
Talk to her.
decisions that affect
Um,
Citadel space.
So her ex got some information on him, and her ex leaked it, and he thinks it's her that leaked it, and he's like, "I'm fucking ruined." Angrily, "I'm ruined."
Goodbye, Ambassador.
So he wants me to go and talk to her and be like,
Yes,
"Why did you do
yes.
that?" And
Good
she's gonna tell
day,
me, "Oh,
Earthclan."
it really wasn't me. You're not gonna believe me, but my ex did it." And she's like, "I would like you to go talk to him and get it back. You're a soldier. He was a general. He'll listen to you." Blah blah. There's also a chance that you can do her, but I normally don't. Hello.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is
She looks
up
pretty
the
good, too.
stairs, first room on the right.
The Asari always have like that darker ring around their eyes.
And then
You
they
know
always
who I
have
am?
makeup on.
Yes, I received
Of some
reports
sort.
on
The head
dignitaries
tentacles.
and notable people.
There's a a little like Easter egg conversation between Joker and Liara.
What is this place?
And he says,
This is
"Come
the
on, you gotta tell me if you
Presidium.
can move
More
them."
specifically, you are at
And
the
she's like,
Citadel embassies.
"My
If you have more questions,
head
please
tentacles
access Savina.
don't really move. And he was like, not at all. And she's like, they are somewhat flexible. And he's like, ha! I told you.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
Listen to her.
What's your name? What do you do?
What's your name? What are you doing
My
here?
name is Safiria. I'm
Safiria?
the administrative
Is her
assistant for
name?
the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the
I
hub
just
of all
feel like
Citadel
they
politics.
look like they'd
When
be
you represent
slutty.
trillions of citizens, it tends
I
to
think
feel
their
a bit-
race is really cool.
Because they're all women?
I should be going now.
Have a
The
pleasant
fact
day.
that they're all women makes it beautiful.
Get out.
If you even understood how the Asari mate,
Yeah, I do. It's an emotional connection, a deep emotional connection.
it is.
That's
It's
dumb.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
don't take something I love and shit on it, Caitlin.
Human delighted well.
I'm just saying, it's not practical.
It is. You obviously never tried to hook up with Liara. And
Clearly, I've never played
and
this
that's
game.
fucking evident.
I would pick Tali every time.
Cause you can't see her.
Dina send you?
You can see her face a little bit.
There's all kinds of fan art that's supposed to show, like, if you romance her in Mass Effect 3, she gives you a picture, a framed picture.
Yeah, and she's gorgeous.
Well, you can't quite see her. They did it on purpose. You can't quite. The sun is flaring up behind her, and you can just see like just the outline of her features.
Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust you.
Also, though,
Not yet.
leaves up to
You're
the
human,
imagination
you're
of
gonna
what she
take
could
all
look
the
like.
Power you can get, and you're being given.
I like
a lot.
her
The council wants to make humanity their new
Russian,
favorite pet. That's their business.
Scandinavian-ish
But I
accent.
don't have to like it.
Yeah, she does have an exotic accent.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
Like, if I didn't
can't
have the
applaud any
option to
organization
make
that
a
considers
female
itself
character,
above
that's
the
what I
law.
would do.
Especially
But seeing
when it's
as I
left
have
up to
an
each
option
individual
to make a
Spectre to
female
decide when and how
character,
to bend the rules.
out of the males,
You don't like Garrus, do you?
well, I sure as shit
Sometimes you have
don't
to
like
bend
the
the
big
law to
guy.
keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years.
And
I've
I
never had to break
definitely
the law
don't
in my
like
job,
the
not once.
Yeah,
the
right.
mantis looking
You
fuck,
expect us to believe
so it
none
would
of
be
your
Garrus.
officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some
The
of them are going to be
Mantis?
bad.
You mean Morgan?
But we don't
The
turn a blind eye to
Solarian
corruption
guy?
like
Yeah.
Spectres do. We
Well,
do
he's
our
not in
best to
this
find
game.
and punish any officer
So,
who breaks the
Well,
law.
he's in the next one
out
though.
of
Spectres. They'll never come under that
he's
kind of
awesome.
scrutiny.
What's wrong with you?
His fucking eyes! His face is like penis shaped.
I don't think you could ever have a relationship with him because his
The
species
galaxy
lay
needs
egg.
people like that. People who do the dirty job.
The
The underhander ball ticklers. I like Thane also.
Who's Thane?
Thane's the green, as we call him, fishman.
Person this galaxy
Except he's not aquatic at all. Actually, that's why he's dying.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
He's the green skin. He's got really black eyes. They just look like black orbs, and he's the assassin in the second game. Yeah, I mean, you'll see him when he gets there.
I was gonna say.
Is that the kind of person this galaxy
I can just Google him.
needs?
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True, but the potential is always there.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're civilian government agency,
that
though
guy.
many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Garrus still looks better.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't
I mean, them mandibles.
details about ongoing
You know what?
investigations.
Adult topic incoming, kids. Since it's like human DNA is like amino based, and then his DNA is deuterio acid based or something like that. So like, our food is poisonous to them, their food is poisonous to us, and so is our semen. So if you're gonna get sick, but it won't kill you.
Oh.
Did you say you pick Garrus? He's got daddy issues.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye,
Thane would be your second choice. Fishman? I never thought you liked Thane because you always called him Fishman.
Well, I mean, I'm sure she also isn't gonna pick Big Boy and,
Rex?
Upside Down Penis Man. Mantis.
So,
Mantis fuck. His face looks like a penis.
Don't believe. What do you want? Oh, Commander.
Mad risk it.
Is there something I can do for you? Relax.
Like I said.
Right. Sorry. What can I do for
I
you?
mean,
would you?
It would be the swallow that would get you sick, wouldn't it?
No, you'd probably still get sick from.
Would I do Garrus?
Yeah. If you were a lady.
If I was a lady? I pick Thane first, but I'm not going to rule Garrus out.
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Alright.
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is,
No,
she helps
Thane
people
has
with
daddy issues.
things.
You never went to
Thane
see
has
it, did
daddy.
you, Fredericks?
Why?
Why
the fuck are you
No,
saying
I
that?
never did. I couldn't afford it.
He never even
Costs
talks
half a
about
year's
his dad
credits
or his
just to
mom.
Go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassy.
His hair is weird.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
It's like
I will.
Light
Have fun.
Ginge and then Dark Ginge.
Who do you think you are, Ashley?
And then Light Ginge again? Weird?
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
She's a side quest. She just is not available right now. Oh, there's a keeper back here too! Okay, I have to remember where all these keepers are because I gotta scan them later for a side quest.
Risk it for that Garrus biscuit.
He's gonna give you some batter for that biscuit.
Oh god. Some spicy batter.
He comes off it? He comes off as having daddy issues? Well, I mean, if you consider the fact that maybe he's the daddy who has issues, yeah. Yeah, because he was an assassin, and he pissed off the wrong people, and they killed his wife. So his son...
So he got ex-wife issues.
His son hates him because he was never around because he was out killing people.
Shit, so he got baby daddy issues.
You're talking about this guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a penis.
He wouldn't really be a good life partner anyway, because they die at like 40. Like 40 is like old for them. More than 60 something, but that's because he's a scientist and he's extended his life. I need to go talk to the consort. What am I doing? The
Yeah,
consort's
I was
across
gonna
the
say,
bridge.
so why are you going this way? The arrows clearly are telling you to go the other way.
Look how I'm running. Now, I mean, it's not the best running animation, but it's better than what it was.
They're just gonna
As a
tell
matter
you
of
to go
fact-
that way, babe. Aren't
What?
they? They're just gonna tell you to go that way, aren't they?
Is that a bridge that I can get to? I can't even get to that bridge.
Oh,
I gotta go over here. I'm just gonna go over and talk to whoever he's talking to and another keeper. Before the running around like this was max speed. And just the fact that they've added this is great. Mr. Jellyfish Man.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
This one is greatly
Who are you?
pleased.
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase. All
What's
of
the next
great
one?
worth.
Peanut.
Hopefully there's not like peanut clusters in it. Let me close up.
Yeah, there's somebody outside doing their lawn work. Shit happens. Oh.
Is it crunchy peanut butter?
No. It's like a weird blend of caramel and peanut butter.
Oh.
It's like stretchy.
Sounds like a peanut butter taffy.
But it's soft. Like I can just press with my tongue and it'll go right through it.
Oh.
It's like, I guess if you take peanut butter, put a little more oil in it and blend it. Makes it thinner.
Show me your item.
I don't think I have enough money to afford.
Oh, this one is
anything from this
pleased to
guy.
do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Oh God, how do I leave? I've got $1,300 reduced. That costs 70,000. Yeah, I'll be back. What's this? Oh, Barlevon.
What's this? One of the
Now this one
very
is supposed to
famous
be
one, yes? You are the one
vanilla.
called Shepard.
I'm kind of shocked there
It is
wasn't
a
like
great
a
honor to
marshmallow.
welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
Is the
You've got me
chocolate
at a
like
disadvantage
okay
here.
chocolate?
Yeah, it's
Forgive
alright.
me,
Do you want the
Earth
caramel?
Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it
No, I mean,
necessary
it's
for
not the
me to
best
keep
chocolate, but
informed.
it's okay.
I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic
This is
finance
gritty.
is incredibly complex. A mix of
I feel
laws
like
and
you've
regulations from dozens
eaten
of
almost that
interstellar
whole bar,
economies.
and everything he said about it
I'm
is
an
not
expert
good.
in how
Except
all
for the
these
peanut butter
economies
one.
interact. For a fee,
I like the
I
buzz
share
too.
my expertise.
Did you?
No.
It didn't look like you
I
did.
also offer premium
just
services
a
for
weird
those
flavor.
clients who need someone to conduct
You're not
business
quite
without
expecting
drawing
it,
unwanted
you know?
attention.
Yes.
Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope he will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
Well, he shit on me.
I should go.
I was like, what you're doing sounds a little shady. And he was like, well, we can only hope that you never make enough money to require my services then.
Damn.
So the consort's this way. The 100-foot dash. Don't mistake what I'm saying here. The running is janky. But there wasn't running in the other ones.
Right.
So take what you can get, right?
So it's